Hello everyone, this is Herons from Farm Farm Freaks. Today I'm going to do my deck profile on Gogeta, the one that you've seen me play versus Matt against his Android 21 deck. So, what does this leader do? When this card attacks, a leader card, draw one card, and this card gains 5k power for the duration of the turn. Really good if you can get him to be stand, obviously. Then it becomes 20k power, because it's not a once per turn effect. When your life is at 5 or less, you may draw one card and then choose up to one of your energy and switch it to attack mode to flip it over. Really good being able to awaken early. And when he's awakened, he gains double strike. He does lose the 5k power buff, unfortunately, but that don't matter. When this card attacks, draw one card. Once per turn, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with 10,000 power or less and KO it. Really good. Very underrated. So how I built this deck is actually utilising that effect. So let's get into the rest of the deck. I run 3 intensified power trunks. Now what he does is when he attacks, you can take up to 1 life and he gains 10k and critical for the turn. I mainly use him against solo matchups. So obviously if I'm going to store that, I can awaken and start blowing up their stuff. And to make sure thing, I run 3 Saiyan Kaba. He's same as the trunks. I take a life when he attacks, but he can still strike and 10k. So if you're needing that little push for gain, you can use Kaba. But if you don't want to add the cards, you can use trunks. Normally, once I'm awakened, I don't seem to play them. I charge. So that's that. Super combo of choice is Raditz, Saiyan Youth. If your leader card is red, your life is at 4 or less, and all your energy is red. Surprise, surprise, pure red deck. When this card is used in a combo, it gets 10k power for the battle. Then you may choose one card in your hand, place it at the bottom of your deck, draw 2 cards. So it's really good for either pushing for game, putting back your extra cards, or whatever you don't need that you can't use, or obviously saving you for a big power. As for negates, I run 2 Topo, Righteous Aid. I might ump him up, I don't know yet. So what do? For 2 energy, you negate the attack, and then you ditch 1 card. Yeah. When you play this card for the duration, then turn your opponent can't attack with, so you can't attack unless they drop 2 cards. Really good. One that not many people use is Son-Gohan the Avenger. During your opponent's turn, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2, so it's a 2-drop negate, same as Topo. When you play this card during your opponent's turn, choose up to one of your opponent's leader cards or battle cards, and it gets minus 10k for the turn. Really good to start obviously aggressive plays or whatever you need. Plus, when you pair it with one card I will show you in a minute, which is 2 copies of Yamcha, the Max's Barrage, is Can's play. So choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, and they get minus 15 power for the turn. Then play this card. Opponent, if you have a red unison with 2 or more markers in play, you can activate this kind of skill without paying its energy cost. It's really good. Again, we have Gohan. So theoretically, you could minus 25k off 1 card. Do note though with this Yamcha, it's been a weird ruling. The card that's being played, you cannot minus. unfortunately. But if they are using an evolved target, you can minus that one because it's on the field. Over two of them. Then as for my usings, I run 2 Shinron. I'm debating if I want 3 in it because it is really good. Permanent, you can basically say all your red cards can attack your opponent's bar cards in active mode. Really good, especially if you don't want to give him the hand for life until you're ready. +1, which is why I'm using this leader. Choose up 2 of your opponent's battle cards and they get -15 power for the turn. Really good, so you can again try and pop them with your leader. I might up it 3, I'm not sure yet. Or you -2, look at your opponent's hand, choose up to 1 battle card with 25k power or less from their hand and discard it. I've not used that, to be honest, but it's if, you know, I want to see what negates they have or whatever. So not bad. He's obviously a turn 3 play. 1 copy of Jiren. He was up at more, but I've added another unit in him. You may have seen it in the games. So, also works nice with Yamcha and Gohan. When your opponent plays a battle card or unison card, you may choose that card and it gets -10k power for the turn. If you do, negate the skill for the turn. So theoretically, with the Yamcha and the Gohan, you can neg some at 35k, which is really, really silly. Especially if you play a secret rare. For +1 marker, this card gets dual strike for the turn. -3, choose one of your opponent's battle cards in knowing barrier and it gets -25k power for the turn. Again, works with your leader really well. Gets rid of problematic cards. He was at 2? No, he was at 3. I was doing a 2 Shin, 3 Jiren. But surprise, new set come out and they'll a bit better unison. Which again, I don't know if I'll take out Jiren or no Shin for another copy of Piccolo. Because I run 2. Piccolo Jr. So, really good. Auto, again, not once per turn. When your opponent activates a counter skill, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with 15 power, 15,000 power or less and KO it. Again, works well with your leader. Well, obviously you can't use Jiren, but you can use your Yamchas or whatever. +1, draw 1 card. I must admit, good turn 2 play, because obviously turn 3 you got your Jiren or whatever, they're turn 3s. So it's a really good turn 2 if you need to. For -2, choose one of your red battle cards with energy cost of 3 or less. Choose all your opponent's battle cards with power less and KO 'em. And then it gains regenerate, which is for -2, gain life. Never used it, but it's there if I need to. Currently these are in a different sleeve, mainly because I've got another deck and I couldn't be bothered to swap sleeves just for the deck profile. So that's my 6 unisons. No, 5 unisons, sorry. Then I run four copies of Son Goku preparing for fusion. He's a 1 cost. You look at top 3, either a Vegeta or a Veku. They have to be VR. I don't run any Vekus. I did in the first initial build, so more than likely you will miss off this. But it's a cycle through your deck, because they go to the bottom of your deck. And with that, I run 4 of the Vegeta, preparing for fusion. Same effect as the Goku. But instead of adding a Vegeta, you had a Goku BR. 9 times out of 10, you will miss off these. More than likely, but they're there to add cards as well. And then, not much to say about these, but I run 4 Goku Vanilla, 4 Vegeta Vanilla. You would never really pay 1 energy for them. They're there for your fusion targets. I must admit, I will use Vegeta Godly Aura because it is a bit better. Because when you use him as a fusion, you get to search top 7 for a Gogeta. And if you add a card, you drop a card from your hand. Then I only run 2. Birth of the Super Warrior. Really good extra card for your vanillas. So you don't mind comboing them off or whatever. Because you play it. If your leader card is red Gogeta BR, which it is, choose one. Play or add to your hand up to 1 skillless Goku BR and up to 1 Vegeta BR skillless. With an energy cost of 1 from your deck, then shuffle it. Or you can play or add same thing, but from your drop. So if you combo them off, you can also get them back for your fusion targets. Note self, you cannot pick one of each, one from the drop, one from the deck. It has to be both from the same area. But yeah, really good for your fusion targets. So technically I run like 9 fusion materials. Because obviously I can play this, get my vanillas if I don't draw them or whatever. Now one of the MVPs of the deck, which is from the expansion set, the Gogeta Time for Payback. He's a blocker, really good. He's unique, so I can't have multiples, unfortunately, on the field at the same time. But for good reason, because he is very silly. You're using fusion for no energy at all. You draw 1, and you fuse obviously a Goku and a Vegeta. But here's where it's from. Yes, he's a 4 cost, don't worry about that. Activate main for 3 energy. If your leader card is a red Gogeta BR, which we are, and you have 4 more energy, choose up to 1 mono red Gogeta BR card with an energy cost of 8 or less from your deck, hand. Play it on top of this card. Then shuffle your deck if you look through it, and you can't activate main for this skill for this turn. So he is one of my main fusion targets, obviously. He's really good, but if I evolve over him, I can play another one if I have the materials, because I'm not activating his main. And he's a blocker. 9k, don't really matter. Odds are, you play him on the turn you fuse. So I have quite a lot of targets. I run 2 of the old Gogeta chain, 8-drop. SSB Gogeta Fusion Onslaught. He's a EX Evolve, which don't really matter too much because I'm never going to do that. Choose 2 red cards from your hand and place them in your drop area. Red Gogeta card with an energy cost of 6. I've got like 5 targets I think for this card. 6 if you include this one. In his double strike. Permanent. This card cannot be KO'd and you can attack battle cards in active mode. Really good. When a card evolves into this card, if there are no battle cards in play in your opponent's battle area, choose 2 cards in your opponent's life and place them in their drop area. And you can't play SS Onslaught for the duration of the turn. Not really done that, to be fair. Because he comes into play on top of this one mainly, if I have to. Which is not evolved, so won't get his effect. But I will get the other effect. When this card attacks a battle card, switch this card to active mode. So you don't have the negate or whatever, you restand, keep attacking. If they combo out, you attack again. Obviously the other ones that will stop it will be like Nimbus or the green one, Dormant Potential. Because they say you can only attack with battle cards or once more for that turn. Not really got into him, but he's there. And then I run 3 of the 6-drop Gogeta Universal Fusion Warrior, which come with in the set with this one. So this was your 6-drop target. Is Union Fusion for 4 red energy. Draw 2 cards, and also you fuse a Goku and a Vegeta BR. You can't play this card from any area unless your leader card is a Saiyan. Surprise, it is. And it is red and no other colour, so you can't use multicoloured leaders, which is fine to some degree. This card can't be KO'd and can attack at battle cards. Again, really good because obviously you play, swing, try and get rid of battle cards to play this to get his effect off. Once per turn, when this card attacks a battle card, switch it to attack mode. So you can have 2 attacks on battle cards. Again, try and clear the board for this guy. But I've not really played it, but he's there if I need to, if I don't see this Gogeta. He's there if I need it. Then I run 3 of the new Gogeta chain, copies of the 5-drop. It can get out of turn earlier. He's deflect, so you can't counterplay him. Really good. Using Infusion for 3 red energy. Draw 2 cards. Again, Goku and Vegeta BR. And also can't be KO'd. Permanent. Brilliant skill. If your leader card is red, when this card is played, choose up to 1 of your red unison cards, add a marker to it. Then choose all of your opponent's battle cards and it gets minus 15k. Again, really good with your leader skill. And if you got your Shin Shiron at unison. Because what you can do is, obviously, +1, minus 2 cards, 15k. Brilliant. Then, fuse into this guy. So this is obviously turn 4 because he's a free energy to get out. Turn 4, play this guy. That's minus 30k on 1 card. And the odds are, you then can kill that card with your leader. Because not a lot is going to have more than 40k. Unless it's secret rare. Even then, you drop it to a 10k, bang, blow up secret rare with it. It's brilliant. I think I did it in one of the games against Matt. I'm not entirely sure if I did. I think it was game 1. Yeah, it could have been game 1 because that was the only time Matt got his secret rare out on me. So, really good cheeky combo with there. Then obviously, because I run that, I run 2 copies of this guy. Might be a bit more copies, but I've already got the 2. So I'll make do. EX Evolve, I'm on a red Gogeta with an energy cost of 5. That is your only target for him to evolve onto. But it don't matter. Also, he's a 6-drop for the old 8-drop Gogeta. So you can do whatever with this guy, and then evolve into this guy if needs be. Sorry about that, guys. Camera's a bit out of focus. Opponent, this card cannot be KO'd. When a card evolves into this card, choose up to 1 of your red unisons, add 2 markers to it. And you can't play battle cards for the turn. It's fine if you have to go up on the 5-drop. You can wait a turn. No biggie. But if you use the expansion set Gogeta, you still can play battle cards because you've not evolved onto it, because this one says you place it on top. It's not an evolve, you place on top. So you can do that, play that. It's really good. And then still play battle cards if needs be. Yep. And then when this card or one of your opponent's cards attacks, you may choose one of your opponent's cards, and it gets minus 20k power for the battle. If you do, negate a skill for the turn. Really good. Again, lowering power. You can do it on the unison because it's a cards, so you can neg a unison. You could kill it off because they'll lose a marker. Or obviously if they're going big, bang, minus 20k, then you might survive a combo. Obviously good if you're getting both out in the field, because then you can minus 40k on summit. Really good. And he's a double strike, 35k. 2 copies of the game promo from Dragon Ball Heroes, which I forgot to say, that's where this leader comes from. So you get these, you have 1 leader and 4 copies of this normally with the game. Dragon Ball Super Heroes. He's a triple strike, dual attack. Really good. I did it in game 3 on Matt. I evolved, played this, evolved, swung twice to make him lose hand size. Or negates. Either way, don't matter. He has a fun permanent though. Yes, he's an 8-drop. Oh no. If your leader card is a regular GTBR card and your life is at 2 or less, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 4. You can only play one of them for the turn. Obviously, if you use permanent. It's there. If you're getting aggro down, you get 4. You don't have any of Gogeta chain. Bang. Tap 4, play this guy. And then you've got 2 attacks, triple strike, 5k. Or obviously you could have this guy out as well. And that time, and then obviously you got 2 very nasty attacks. You got 2 battle cards that can do 5 lots worth. No, 3 actually, we leader with double strike. So that's what? 2, 4, like 7 damage there. Really good. Then for the spicy tech, if none of that works, you can have 2 Yamcha, the Desert Hyena. Burden, if your leader card is red, and this card gets 10k power. So it's a 30k. Brilliant for 4 energy. During a battle, when this card attacking, when your opponent activates a counter skill, switch this card to active mode. Brilliant. So you could swing, counter, restands. Brilliant. Got rid of a card or whatever. Also, once per turn, when this card carries an opponent's battle card, switch this card to active mode and it gets 10k and 10k power and triple strike for the turn. Again, so you could swing a battle card, then negate, fair enough, restand, swing again with Shin Shenron in play. Brilliant. And then he's a 40k triple strike if needs be. I've gone out a few times, unfortunately not in recording. It was just there. Again, also, say someone says Mecha Jabora, the 2-drop Broken Seal, and they pick your Gogeta, any of your Gogetas, you can just go, okay, Yamcha. Because I run the 2. And again, they won't be expecting a Yamcha in the deck. For some reason, he's very underrated. He's worth 1 or 2 off in the deck, you know, a good curveball. Same with this one. Because all my energy is red. SSB Nappa saying might. Here's critical. Not bad. Yes, he's 4 energy. But again, if they stop any of Gogeta chain, you don't have a Yamcha, you got Nappa. When you play this card from your hand, choose up to 1 card in your opponent's life and place it in the drop area. So it could be a sneaky win. Say the Dormant Dew or Nimbus Dew, and they've got 1 life, and you think, you still got your 4 energy, tap it, play Yamcha. Unless they bounce it back to your hand out, they've just lost. Play Nappa, and they've just lost because you just nappered them. I've not pulled it off. I tried to against Matt in the videos, but I had better ways. And the last card of the deck is the Secret Rare SS3 Burley, the Great Destroyer. He's obviously ultimate, barrier, double strike. How do you get him out? Fairly easy, especially this deck. Choose one of your mono red Saiyan cards with an original energy power of 35k power in your battle area and place it in its owner's drop area. Play this card from your hand, then choose up to 1 of your mono red leader cards, and it gets plus 10k power until the start of your next turn. Permanent. All your opponent's leader card, leader area, battle area, and combo area gets minus 5k power. Really good. It shuts down most combos and everything. Obviously, I have 6 targets for this guy. It's really good. 6 targets. So you can swing with him, get rid of him, play him. Currently a 60 card deck. I am trying to work on to get it lower, but for some reason I draw a lot in this deck. Don't know why. If you don't like the idea of the nappers or the Yamchas in, or if you want to cut some of the takedown, you can. Like the where are they? This guy, you can take him out. Obviously, you could put in Violent Rays, which I don't have. After Image, is that all you got? Any kind of negate like that. If you don't like the Gohan in it, or cut down some of the Self-Awakeners, because once you have 5 life, I don't think it's very rare to play them ones, or any 1-drop, to be fair. So there's the deck profile of the Gogeta I played against Matthew against his Android 21 deck. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that, and see you in the next video.